Warning, just one text message, and your US visa is canceled. Imagine standing at a US airport while a CBP officer checks your phone, and seconds later, you're denied entry. This is not a fake story. It's part of a new CBP phone search rule coming in 2026. In this video, I'll explain which chats and messages can put you in serious trouble and how you can protect yourself before traveling. This isn't a theory. It's happening right now at airports across America. And in 2026, CBP has quietly expanded how they use this power. They're not just looking at suspicious people anymore. They're checking random travelers, students, tourists, even green card holders. And the scary part? Most people have no idea what CBP is actually looking for until it's too late. So if you think you have nothing to hide, think again. Because what seems innocent to you might look completely different to the officer scanning through your messages. That joke you sent to a friend about working while on a tourist visa? That screenshot of a job offer you saved for later? That group chat where someone mentioned staying longer than 6 months? All of it can be used against you. And once your visa is revoked at the border, there's almost no way to reverse it. Let me tell you what's really happening. And more importantly, what you need to do before your next trip to the US. Here's the situation. CBP officers have always had the legal authority to search your electronic devices when you enter the country. But here's what changed. In the past, these searches were mostly focused on people who were flagged for suspicious behavior or had some kind of red flag in their travel history. Now, CBP is conducting more random searches. They call it risk-based screening. But in practice, it means anyone can be pulled aside. According to data from the Department of Homeland Security, phone searches at U.S. borders increased by over 40% between 2022 and 2025. And the numbers are expected to keep climbing. Why? Because CBP has new technology. Advanced scanning tools that can pull data from your phone in minutes. They can see deleted messages. They can access cloud backups. They can even look at apps you forgot you downloaded months ago. And here's the part most people don't understand. You don't have the same privacy rights at the border that you have inside the United States. The Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches, has exceptions at ports of entry. That means CBP doesn't need a warrant. They don't need probable cause. They just need to suspect that something doesn't match your visa category. And your phone is the fastest way to find out. So what exactly are they looking for? Let me break it down into the top 5 red flags that get people in trouble. Number 1. Evidence of unauthorized work. If you're entering on a tourist visa or a student visa, you are not allowed to work in the US unless you have specific authorization. But CBP has caught people with text messages to employers, Venmo payments for gigs, even LinkedIn messages discussing job opportunities. If they find anything that suggests you plan to work illegally, your visa is done, even if you haven't started the job yet, even if it was just a conversation. Number 2. Overstay intentions. Let's say you have a 6-month tourist visa, but CBP finds a message where you told someone you're planning to stay for a year. Or maybe you searched for long-term apartment rentals. Or you asked someone how to extend your stay without leaving. All of this tells CBP that you don't plan to follow the rules. And that's grounds for immediate visa cancellation. Number 3. Relationship evidence that contradicts your visa. If you're entering on a tourist visa, but your phone shows you've been talking to someone in the US about getting married, that's a problem. Why? Because if you plan to marry a US citizen, you should be entering on a fiancé visa. Not a tourist visa. CBP sees this as visa fraud, and they will refuse you entry. Same thing if you're a student, but your messages show you're planning to adjust status through marriage immediately after arrival. It raises suspicion. Number 4. Prohibited activities or ideologies. CBP can deny entry to anyone they believe poses a security risk. So if your phone has content that promotes violence, terrorism, or illegal activity, you're in serious trouble. But it's not just extremist content. Even advocating for drug legalization or posting certain political views can raise flags depending on the context. Remember, freedom of speech doesn't protect you at the border if CBP views your content as a potential threat. Number 5. Financial inconsistencies. If you claim you're a tourist just visiting for 2 weeks, but your bank messages show you can barely afford the trip, CBP might think you're planning to work illegally. Or if you're a student, but your messages show someone else is paying for everything and you have no clear source of funds, they might suspect you're dependent on unauthorized income. Now, here's what social media and YouTube comments are getting completely wrong about this. I've seen videos saying you can just refuse to unlock your phone. Technically, yes, you can refuse. But here's the reality. If you refuse, CBP can deny you entry. They can detain you for hours. They can seize your phone and hold it for further inspection. And if you're a visa holder, refusing to cooperate can be noted in your record and used against you in future visa applications. Some people say just delete everything before you travel. Bad idea. First, CBP has forensic tools that can recover deleted data. Second, if they catch you deleting evidence, that looks even worse. It suggests you were hiding something, which gives them more reason to deny you. Others say, bring a clean phone, leave your main phone at home, and travel with a device that has nothing on it. This can work, but be careful. If CBP asks you about your social media accounts and you log in on the clean phone, they can still see your messages and activity. Also, if your story doesn't add up, like you claim you don't use WhatsApp but they find evidence you do, that's another red flag. So what should you actually do? Let me give you the smart action plan. Step 1. Before you travel, go through your phone like a CBP officer would. Check your messages, your photos, your browser history, your social media, your notes app. Delete anything that could be misinterpreted. That joke about overstaying? Delete it. That conversation about a job opportunity? Delete it. That screenshot of the apartment listing? Delete it. Be thorough. Step 2. Review your social media profiles. Make sure your public posts align with your visa category. If you're entering as a tourist, don't have posts talking about moving to America permanently. If you're a student, don't post about working full-time. Step 3. Know your story and make sure it matches your digital footprint. If CBP asks why you're visiting, your answer should match what's on your phone. If you say you're visiting family, your messages should support that. If you say you're a tourist, don't have messages discussing business meetings. Step 4. Understand your rights, but use them carefully. You have the right to remain silent. But being cooperative and polite usually works better than being defensive. If CBP asks to search your phone, you can ask why. But if they insist, refusing might cause more problems than it solves. Step 5. If you have sensitive work information or private data, consider using a separate device for travel. Keep it minimal. Only the apps and contacts you need for your trip. But again, make sure your story is consistent. Step 6. If you've made mistakes in the past, don't lie. If you overstayed before, if you worked without authorization, if there's something in your immigration history, be prepared to explain it honestly. Lying to a CBP officer is a federal crime, and they will find out. Here's the bottom line. The border is not the place to test your luck. CBP has more power than most people realize, and in 2026, they have better tools than ever before. One text message really can end your visa. One photo really can get you deported. This is not an exaggeration. It's the reality thousands of travelers are facing right now. But if you prepare properly, you can protect yourself. Clean your digital footprint, know your rights, and make sure everything on your phone supports the reason you're entering the United States. I'm Joe from US Visa Path, and I'm here to keep your American dreams safe. If this video helped you understand what's really happening at the border, hit that subscribe button. Because every week I break down the immigration updates that could change your future. Don't let one mistake cost you everything. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.